Hey, it's Ogre Bear. This is my first Let's Play. Let me know how I'm doing, because I really don't know what I'm doing. And I'm going to be playing the Elder Scrolls Online. Yay! So right now, patch 1.3 came out. This is the third major patch that they've put out. And it's added a lot of cool features that I hope will bring new people to the game. I'm going to start with a brand new character. Since I've only ever really played one character, a healer. When I've played the other Elder Scrolls games like Skyrim and Oblivion, blew my mind for a second, I normally would play a thief. So I want to try a thief in the Elder Scrolls. I've heard that melee classes in the game do not work so well, so it'll be an interesting try. Since I want to be, kind of like an assassin stealth type thief, I'm going to choose Khajiit, because they have the ability to improve their stealth, and they have the ability to increase their crit rate just from their race. So let me choose a name. Ogre Khajiit. Spelled it wrong. I'm going to start off with the Alaldmeri Dominion, because that's the area I've always started with, and it stays with the lore of the game. The Khajiit come from there. And I'm going to be female, because, just because. And so the class I'm going to play is the Nightblade. That is the thief type class. And so they have a lot of different customization options. For my thief, I want her to be thin, short, and dark color, so that she hides well in the shadows. Other than that, I think everything else can be randomized, so I'm just going to keep randomizing until I see a really good, someone who would scare you if they were coming at you with blades. So once I find one, we'll be back. Alright, and I'm back, and so this is the thief I've decided to choose. She's essentially, let's make her older. Yeah. She's essentially the thief I'm gonna play. Well, actually, let me change her head roll. Yeah, that. Alright, so let's create her. So I'm going to skip the tutorial. The problem with the tutorial is they only give you 3 choices of weapon: a two-handed staff, a two-handed axe, and a short sword and shield. Since I want to play an assassin with 2 blades, going through that will just waste some of my skill points the first 2 levels. So I'm going to skip it and go straight to level 3 in the starting city. And one thing I've always noticed is every time you load in the game, it is slow. At least the first time. And see, I can already hear the sound of the door opening. The game hasn't loaded yet. So one thing I'm going to do is I'll go quickly over the different add-ons I have. Some of my add-ons are currently broken because of the update. Over here are the list of add-ons. I have a ton of add-ons, so I'll just go over them real quickly. The Batman store filter is just a filter for the store. It lets you filter things a little bit differently. All the Wicked stuff, I call it Wicked, I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but these are really good add-ons to have. Loot Drop shows you the information that you're looting over here on the bottom right. Lore Books puts all the lore books on the map. Same thing with Sky Shard. If we look at the map right now, we can see here's a Sky Shard, and here's a book.
There's always more to do.
Oops, back to add-ons. Gold spam filter. Early on in the game, there was a lot of gold spam. And so this is one of the filters I had to remove it. Trade history just kind of gives you the trade histories. I don't really like this one anymore, so I'm probably going to remove it. Multi-quest tracker. A lot of people like Wicked's quest tool. I like the multi-tracker better. When we have quests, I'll show you that in a little bit. Piggy bank is this nice thing where you can say put an X amount of money in the bank every time I hit the bank. Typically I put 50% of my money in the bank so that I share it among characters. Price tracker is great for those who are playing the market. You let scan all your guilds and it records the prices, and so you know the price of all the different items. Rainbow, I can't pronounce it for some reason today, but essentially what that does is in your armor, which is, I forgot what button that is. I. There'll be different color blocks around your armor. So I don't have really any good armor, so it's all gray. But if you had some of the higher end stuff, you'd see blue, yellow, purple, and so on. Recount is a DPS counter, which will actually be useful for this character, not so much on my healer. Research Assistant is a crafting add-on. Soft cap shows you the soft cap, so if you push C, here we can see what the actual soft caps are for my level. I'll actually set up my points in a little bit. And finally, what else do I have up here? Treasure maps. When you have a treasure map, we'll actually show you the treasure map. And Tamriel time actually is this here on the top right. This actually shows you the actual in-game time and year, which is not used anywhere in the game. But for those who love the lore and like to know what the actual calendar date is in the game, this is where you can find it. Let's go ahead and open our sealed container and see what we have. Nothing that good. Alright, so there's a few settings I need to set up real quick. And most people will do this the first time they start a new character. Typically under gameplay, I'm going to turn on auto loot. I do not like having to choose things I want to loot. Under social, because my eyes are getting old as I get older, I could keep the font at like 21 so I can actually read this, and I make the window here bigger. Alright, so here we are, we're in the game. And so this is where you'll start off after the first island. Oh, and you can see this right here. This is the actual quest tracker. I am going to put it right over here on the right. Don't have any quests. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to the bank. Or actually listen to this person play. You can actually play too if you do use flutes. And you can compete if you want. There's also lutes to play the guitar. And drum. Or, okay, I typed in drunk. My character looks really great drunk. But, drum. Those are the different musical instruments you can play. Alright, so quickly, before we start, I'm going to go to the bank. I'll see you when I get there. Okay, so here we are at the bank in the first city. The main reason I want to get to the bank is I crafted my own gear for level 1.
5-fold venerations, my friend.
And the reason I crafted my own gear is I really wanted to start with iron daggers. And I wanted to have light armor. I'm not light armor, medium armor. Because that is essentially what you're going to wear as an assassin type character. Alright, and so here's what I looked at looked like fully decked out. I went with the Khajiit style, so I have this big mask thing, as you can see. Whoa, that is creepy. I'm gonna walk away from that naked Nord. Anyway, too many people at the bank. So this is what their mask looks like. Every race has their own style. I decided to keep the style of my race for now. And so we're gonna head off to the newbie island. So you can skip the newbie island. I never skip it. There is really no point in skipping it. It gets you essentially 6 levels, which is important since most of the content here is not scaled for level 3s and 4s. You're going to get your ass handed to you. But don't skip the newbie islands. Before we go to the newbie island, since I have the Imperial Edition, I get a free horse for 1 gold. Do I have 1 gold? I don't have a gold. But I can sell my something for gold.
Welcome, friend. Don't
I can't sell it to her. Alright, who can I sell to?
You're no sailor. I
Sell to
stop,
you.
citizen.
Well, I could sell to one of these people. Alright. Alright, let's go all the way to the... I am failing pretty badly today. It's been a long time since I've been in this area, but it looks really nice. I mean... I do love the way the game looks. I know I'm going to end up pausing every once in a while I'm playing just to show you the views.
Welcome to Vorkagard.
Welcome! Alright, so... I thought I had something I could sell. Alright, so screw the free horse. There goes another naked person. Let's go back to the main boat where you pick up the newbie quest.
I've not seen you before, have I?
Before I do that, I forgot a few things. So on one of my add-ons, one of the wicked add-ons, I go to settings, under the wicked settings, miss this error, and this one, I want to turn on the toolbar. This toolbar gives me a ton of information about what's going on with my character. There's a few things that are turned on by default that I don't want. I do not care about the research for clothing, woodworker, or smithy, so I've turned those off. The rest shows you the time, your frame rate. I'm playing at 1440p, so even with a good graphics card, it kinda is slow or low in and I'm having a brain fart, guys. The FPS is very low in cities, but in most of the dungeons and stuff, I get about 70, so that's fine. This shows you your level. I'm level 3. It shows how much XP you need and how much bag slots you have, and other things like money. Let's pick up our first
You're
quest.
awake.
I am awake.
Ha, I was worried you'd never wake up. You slept all the way from Canarthy's Roost, right through the hurricane.
There was a hurricane?
You don't remember? A Khajiit named Razumdar fished you out of the ocean. He paid me a small fortune to bring you here. We barely made it out of Canarthy's Roost before the hurricane hit.
Where is Razumdar now?
He was headed to Eagle Strand, an old fort on Canarthy's Roost. My ship won't return there for some time, but a bosun on the far dock can take you. Look for Sugar Claws.
Alright, I'll go look for Sugar Claws. So talking to Sugar Claws will take us to the newbie island, which we will want to do. And it is super laggy here. Look at that. I do love this city. Look how this just looks. Yeah. So it doesn't have an elf look to it. It's supposed to be the high elves. I guess the city in the background does, the port doesn't. Alright, so here is Sugar Claws.
What is it? Is this about the fish? I took what I paid for. Never mind. What do you want?
I want to travel to Canarthy's Roost.
Good. I have business on Canarthy's Roost. Passage is free. The inspectors won't be looking for 2 of us. Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready when you are. So while we're loading, Carthy's Roost is the first area for the Alaldmeri Dominion. It's actually probably what I think the best starting area for any of the three groups. Before we start, I'm actually going to pick some of my weapon skills. I have dual wields. I'm going to use dual wields as my primary weapon. Let's see, I have 3 points. What do I want to put them in? Let's see, so assassination is your kind of backstab abilities, I believe, or is it shadow? These are all magic taking abilities, so I'm going to want magic points. Weapon-wise, for the... when I get, was it level 15, I'm going to have a bow as my primary weapon when I'm targeting, but the dual wield for close-up. And then I'm only going to wear medium armor, which will increase our critical hit chance. I'm going to choose one of these for now. Weapon, I'm going to pick the dual wield. This one, as you can see, it kind of takes stamina instead of magic. And I will take one of the class abilities, the Assassin, which is really good when we have low health targets. And then the other thing is we have, if we push L, oh, not L, I forgot my buttons. Not P, not contacts, that, not that. Alright, so I want character, C. I've got, what, 2 points? I'm going to put 1 in Magicka and 1 in Stamina. I'm not going to put any in health because I just need to be able to do tons of damage. Let's commit these points. So I'm going to stop here for the day. This is my first brain farts. This is my first Let's Play. I don't know if I've done well or not, but I'm going to stop here for the day and see how this looks and do some editing. Thanks. This has been Odogbear. See you guys later.